Okay, here's the cast for the barbecue sauce. Let's take a closer look. We've got our onion. This has to be very finely diced. 2 cloves of garlic. We've got some chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. This is just one of my favorite things in the world, and I use plenty of this. Adobo sauce just has so much flavor. That's the sauce that the chipotles are in. We're going to use plenty of that. We've got some tomato paste, which we're going to dilute with some beer. We've got some red wine vinegar because we need to this to have some bite, some brown sugar for some sweetness, some paprika. This is homemade, dried and ground paprika, but obviously use your own store-bought kind if you like. We've got some cinnamon, some garlic powder, some onion powder. This is Chinese allspice, which I like to use, and some cumin seeds. Alright, step 1 to making our own barbecue sauce. Let's fry up our spice mixture. Next step is to take our finely chopped onion and add it to the fried spices. We'll let the onions render down until they're nice and soft. Okay, add 2 cloves of minced garlic. So these have rendered down nicely, and the next step is to add about a cup of beer, a whole can. It's about 5.5 ounces of tomato paste, and about 2 or 3 chipotle peppers, and a bunch of the sauce that they're actually in. All goes into this pot right here. You can see I've taken the chipotle peppers out, and I've taken all the seeds out, and now I'm going to give this a fine dice and then put it in with the rest of the barbecue sauce. No one wants seeds in their barbecue sauce, so you can't forget this. There's my finely diced chipotle pepper, and throw that right into the sauce and mix it in. And this is where our heat is coming from. Okay, so I've also added the rest of the adobo sauce. That's the sauce that the chipotle peppers are in from this can into my barbecue sauce. And now I'm going to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons to taste of brown sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, you can use honey. And if you don't have honey or brown sugar, well, I guess you can use plain sugar. But I like the complexity of brown sugar. It's kind of like molasses. Okay, and finally, just a little bit of salt to taste, because there's obviously a lot of spices in there, so we don't need any pepper. Just give it a good mix, and then simmer for about 10 minutes to let the flavors kind of mellow out and incorporate. Okay, last step, you want about a tablespoon of red wine vinegar, and if you want a little bit more tanginess than that, you can also add some Worcestershire sauce. That will give it some bite as well. And if it gets too thick, just add more beer. There's no harm in that. Let this simmer. Now let me show you what this barbecue sauce looks like. It's been simmering for about 10 minutes, and you can see it's pretty thick. It's chunky. We got, you see, it's a nice thick barbecue sauce. Give it a stir and a taste. There's definitely a sweet heat. There's a smoky chipotle flavor to it, and then you get the sweetness from the brown sugar and the tomato paste. As it cooks down and simmers, it releases some sugars of its own. It's a really nice complement to beef. I think you'll enjoy this.